Make the three of us shallow. Make
Hi guys, what's up? You're welcome to another episode and experience with Luchi AWL podcast. Don't forget that this podcast is a platform for you to be expressive and a reality check. I'm your host, Timothy Glory, and yeah, on today's episode, what are we talking about? So basically, on my previous episode on sex education, a lot of people had a lot of things to say, and I got to realize that this topic is not done yet. We have just had a preamble, and I was opportunity to watch a very lovely movie on YouTube. You should go see that movie. I Am the Prostitute My Mom Described. That movie is heavily. It just talks about a lot of things we said on this episode so far, but another perception came from this movie, and I got to realize that probably our parents do not know what sex entails entirely. Because that movie, I'm like, if my mom should sit there and start telling me such thing, I'm not going to be looking at her like, Mom, you say what? That does not happen in this 21st century. So I advise us to go and watch that movie, and probably by his grace we'll be having the writer and one of the actors in the movie, the main character in the movie, on one of my episodes. So basically I'm here to say that we may not be talking about sex education now, but it's something that's going to pop up in between my episodes. Okay, so guys, what is it we want to see on Experience with Luchi? I also talked about my bonus episode I'll be airing on AWL Ask Luchi, where I get to talk about some of my personal stuff. I got to share some of my personal life with you guys. Is that English correct? I don't know. Well, I'll be sharing a lot of my personal experience with you guys about love, relationship, and all stuff. I feel something on my status, and a lot of people are like, So, for you to enjoy that particular episode, you need to be following us on Experience with Luchi. So you'll be like, what are you going to talk about Ask Luchi? Yeah, Ask Luchi is going to be like a bonus episode on AWL Experience with Luchi podcast. So if you're following Experience with Luchi, you will enjoy that journey more. Yeah, you enjoy it more. So guys, this episode basically, I'm just here to say hi to my audience because baby girl is busy. We're writing a song, and I promise to be back with more fun stuff from next week. Like I said, it's just for this month of May. I will not be active as always been my ass. I have always been in my previous episode. So guys, concerning the sex education, a lot of people said that it's from my perspective that I talk mostly as a Christian or someone as a believer, someone that believes in God. So it's always going to affect what I say. But don't forget that if you have any contrary opinion to what we've seen so far on Experience with Luchi, don't forget that this podcast, like I said, basically you have a say, is a reality show. You can say what you feel, a platform for you to be expressive. I always say that in my my introduction of an episode. Yeah. So we're going to be having guests concerning sex education basically, and from there we move into relationship and other stuff. So guys, that is it basically on this episode. Yeah, it's just a short episode like I said, and I'll be right back next week. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel at Luchi's Concept, and follow me on Anchor. You can subscribe to my Anchor. You can subscribe to Anchor. What do you call it? Different places. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah, you can subscribe to different platforms: Anchor, Podbean, Spotify, Google Podcasts. You can also go to Pocket Case. You can go to just go by way basically EWL Experience with Luchi, and you're going to see all platforms my podcast is streaming on. So today we don't really have anything to talk about, but I'm just here to engage my audience basically and say. And I just said we're sponsored by TraceMart.io, an online platform that helps you eradicate scammers. So basically, I think I can spare 2 minutes to talk about TraceSmart today. So TraceSmart, basically, what we do on that platform is we help you have a safe trade. So when you pay to our platform, we make sure that your goods get to you, make sure it's what you paid for, and the money gets to the seller. So basically, with TraceSmart, you'll be able to purchase anything you want to purchase, even though 1 million teens on a 2,000 naira teen you want to purchase. With TraceSmart, you're able to do all that without having high retention. So go to our page and www.tracesmart.io and check out the services we offer basically. And I'm not going to be editing this podcast, so I guess you're going to be laughing a lot because I tap out too much for this podcast. So guys, really, I'm really tired of my exam. Not that the thing they time me of that much, but when I really didn't say, I will talk. So basically, we'll be back next week. So guys, if you still have anything concerning that sex education, I actually got a lot of comments on that. So you should send what you think about sex education, and we're going to talk about it with our guests that will be featuring in one of my episodes in between. So basically, we will not be talking about sex education next week. So yeah, that's what I'm going to say. I think that's all into this episode. And don't forget to follow our private handle on Instagram. Yes, don't forget to do that. If you're watching this podcast and you've not followed me on Instagram, I don't know. Why would you not do that? So follow me on Instagram at Luchi in my private handle, my podcast handle as EWL_podcast, and my brand handle, Luchi's Concept, Luchi_concept. So follow me there. Okay, on Twitter, Luchi's Concept, and we'll be right back next week. I love you guys. Stay safe and have an amazing week.
Make